Allah says in Surah Al-Asr, chapter number 103, verse number 1 to 3, Wal Asr, Innal insana lafi khusr, illa alladhina amanu wa amilu salihati wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bis sabr. That by the token of time, man is verily in a state of loss, except those who have faith, those who do righteous deed, and those who exhort people to patience and perseverance. Those who have faith, those who have righteous deed, those who exhort people to truth, and those who exhort people to patience and perseverance. These minimum 4 criteria are required for any human being to go to Jannah. Number 1 is Iman, having faith. Number 2, Amal Salihat, righteous deed. Number 3, Watawasaw bil Haqq, inviting people to truth, doing dawah and islah. And number 4, Watawasaw bis Sabr, inviting people to patience and perseverance. If any one of these criteria is missing, under normal circumstances, you shall not go to Jannah. All 4 criteria are equally important. Iman, righteous deed, dawah, and inviting people to patience and perseverance. So Quran gives you the formula to attain Jannah, to go to paradise. Because Quran gives you the formula to go to Jannah, to attain paradise, I said Al-Quran is a global necessity. That once, Hafiz Ibn Hajar Asqalani, may Allah have mercy on him, he was a great scholar. He wrote the Sharah of Bukhari, the second most important book after the Quran. When he was going in the marketplace with his entourage, he was the chief Qadi, and people, a poor Jew, he comes and he catches the mule of Hafiz Ibn Hajar Asqalani, rahimullah. And he tells him, I heard that your prophet said, this world is a prison for the believers and it is paradise for the unbelievers. The Hafiz Ibn Hajar Asqalani says that I know what's going to happen in the future. And I know that in Akhirah, in the next life, for the believers, we will get paradise. And if you compare the Jannah to this world, what I'm living, compared to the Jannah, it is billion times better. This world with all the wealth is a prison. And I know the unbelievers, like you, who do not believe in Allah, in the next life they will go to Jahannam. And the Jahannam will be so bad that even if you are the poorest man in the world, if you compare to Jahannam, your this life will be like paradise compared to Jahannam. You may be the richest man in the world, you may have the maximum luxury, but compared to the luxury of Akhirah in Jannah, it will be a billion times better. So if you compare the difference between the poorest man who goes to Jannah and the richest man in the world going to Jannah, the difference is very less. So this world, you should not be bothered whether you're poor or rich, whether you're a king or a pauper. You should be bothered that you pass the test. Because the Jannah, and the Prophet said it is more easier for the poor man to go to Jannah than a rich man. Because the rich man has to give hisab kitab. He has to give accountability of everything. More difficult. So comparatively, it is billion times better than the richest man in the world. And compared to the poor man also, it is a billion times, hardly any difference. And the Jannah is so worse, the description given in the Quran and the Hadith. Even if you are the poorest man in this world, it will be like paradise. The fire, when it comes on your feet, your brains will boil. Can you believe? So, this is the explanation, and this Quran, it prevents you to going to Jahannam and encourages you to go to Jannah. That is the reason I call the glorious Quran a global necessity.